Yes, people, we are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another edition of the ManDem United podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things Manchester United. So please keep all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, people. You don't have to be on the title, which is Harry Kane to Manchester United, the right move. And that is with a question mark, people. Harry Kane to Manchester United, the right move. So that's what I will be discussing with you lot. I'll be giving my thoughts and opinions on it and taking the thoughts and opinions of the comments as well. Big up to everyone. I can see the chat is already active as well. So big up to you lot. Obviously, this is something that you lot wanted to discuss. So yeah, man, big up to everyone who is currently locked in. We've already hit double figure likes. So big up to you lot. Next milestone is 20 likes, people. Next milestone is 20 likes. So let's bump up the like subscriber check as well. We're at 4,942. So we're looking for 3 new subscribers in this live stream. 3 new subscribers. We're trying to get to 4,945. So hit the like button, hit the subscriber button as well, people, and share this across all of the socials. All 3 of those things are just as important. Hit the like button, share across the socials, subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well. Big up to WKD, who became a member of the channel yesterday. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. And I forgot to introduce myself as well for those that may not know who I am. Flawless, Mr. Take Note, aka the man of the people, aka the people's prophet. So let's see what you lot are saying. I'm going to dive right into the comments. Harry Kane to United would be a solid move. An experienced goal scoring machine is crucial for a top 3 team. I hear that, Stephen. Ravi says big up Flawless and the gang. Harry Kane, Rashford and Garnacho would be quality. I hear that. I would have looked at it, but to be honest, he wants to stay put at Spurs. He ain't serious. Get Victor Osimhen in simply. Pay the money. We are good, says Lanzel. Obviously, them reports about Kane wanting to stay, we don't know if they're true yet. But big up to you, Lanzel. Big up to Stephen PTU says big up Flawless. Big up to you. Obviously, as well, for those that don't know, everybody who was blocked on the channel is now unblocked. So I've let everybody out of the jail in Sarcasm City. So everyone's got a second chance at life in the city, people. Everybody has. Lanzel says, I think we need 2 strikers anyway because Martial is injury FC. I agree. I think we need 3 strikers personally. Lanzel goes on to say, what are we doing with whom? Where it will not. No, we don't talk about him because he's not here, Lanzel. So no mention of number 11, please, because he's not here. He's not playing. He's not a part of the squad. So there's no point in mentioning him. Big up to Star Lord as well. Big up to you each and every time. You know what I'm saying? Good to see regulars. Lanzel says, Flawless with the manager. We have, would you give Axel a 2-year deal? Only injuries really that got him where he is now. There's a player there. No, I wouldn't give Axel a deal. No. Time is past. How old's Axel? 24, 25? No, I wouldn't. Nope. Keep Kane at Spurs. Please. So One Done is not a fan. Big up to Daredevil as well. Says big up Flawless and everyone else. What do you say? Let's see what's going on here. Says big up Flawless and everyone else. Love from the USA. Wouldn't mind getting Kane at all, but it has to be for the right price. With Kane, we have more depth in our attack. Ad says need minimum 3 strikers next season. Kane, starting striker, young 19 to 23-year-old to be Kane's understudy, and our 3rd choice striker. I would be happy to keep Weghorst. He's shown enough already. This is perfect for me. Not so much Kane as the starting striker, but a starting striker, young backup who's 19 to 23, and Weghorst example as the 3rd. I am fully with this. This is my thought process on it as well, because we can't rely on Martial. As much as I'm a fan of Martial, I'm a big fan of Martial. Can't rely on him. It's way too injury prone. I think if he played every game now, every Premier League game now, from the end till the end of the season, it'd be like 25 matches, something like that. It's not enough. It's not enough. When you're chasing top honors, it's not enough. And speaking of not enough, we're still 5 short. Well, we're 4 short now on the likes. Let's get this up to 20 likes. We are 4 short, and we are still 3 short of the subscriber check as well. I know everybody who's locked in is not subscribed, people. Vafa says, good to be seeing you. Big up every single time. I know everyone here has not subscribed. I know this is a fact. Trust me. I know. So hit the subscribe button. All these things help the channel. All of these things. Daredevil says, if we get Kane, just imagine our attack with Rashi, Anthony, Sancho, Weghorst, Martial when he recovers, Bruno and Eriksen. Not bad at all. What do you think? It's a very good attack. It's a good of options, an array of options, different options. That's what I like. You know what I'm saying? A lot. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wish Daredevil a happy 21st birthday. Hey, Daredevil, happy birthday. Enjoy your day. Glad you're spending part of it here. And yo, man, go do what makes you happy, man. I'm saying, enjoy your day over there in the Midwest, man. Big up to you, Daredevil. And appreciate you supporting all the time as well. Big up to Rogue, who says, yo. Big up Anfield Uncle Rods, who says, what's going on, fam? Hope you're good, my guy. I'm blessed. But yeah, if we get Kane, like you said, Kane, you mentioned Rashford, Anthony, Sancho, Vegas, Martial, Bruno, Eriksson. That is a good attack. Hey, big up to my guy Jez in the cut as well. To Rogue, who's new here. Yes, I am from Manchester. Yes. Lanzel says, Levy ain't selling Kane for less than 90 million. I think it's Levy. And this is the major point for me on this topic of conversation when it comes to Harry Kane coming to Manchester United. It's all about the right price. It's all about the right price. 90 million is an absolute no-no. An absolute no-no. That is absolutely ridiculous for a player who potentially wants to leave, is in the last year of his deal, and is 29, 30. Nonsense to pay 90 million, not just for Kane. That's any player with those who's in that situation. I wouldn't pay anything more than 60 M's. Wouldn't pay anything more than 60 M's. If he wants to stay at Spurs, let him stay at Spurs and go get another striker. But Harry Kane at 60 million is an absolute steal. That's how I'm looking at it. It's an absolute steal. They're the pros. He'll score goals. He'll get assists. He's a foil for others. He's a great foil for the likes of Rashford, Sancho, Bruno, Eriksson, Anthony, Palestri, Diallo, all of the attackers. I think Kane is a great foil for all of the attackers. He's a better version of Vegas. And we already seen just yesterday what Vegas can do. And Kane is miles better than Vegas, who I actually like, by the way. And obviously, I talk about the Nottingham Forest game as well. And Onana being linked to Arsenal and Chelsea, because that's a player I've spoken about and want at Manchester United. But yeah, in regards to Harry Kane, it's all about the price. I even say max 75 million. Nah, I'm not with that. 60 million. And if they don't want to sell, then risk losing him for free. Could Harry Kane be the player who takes us over the top? No, I don't think so, because I still believe we need more. But Harry Kane at 60 M's, I think boosts that all of them. It gives all the players a boost. It gives the manager a boost. It gives the whole club a boost. It gives the fans a boost that we went and signed a player of this caliber for that cheap. It's not because I don't think Kane's the level of Van Persie when we signed him, but it can have that type of effect, and it can make all of his team, all of the rest of the team raise their game 5-10%. And it also gets everybody excited. Like, right, Manchester United actually trying to win again. It's a statement of intent to go and sign a player the caliber of Harry Kane, especially from someone in the league as well. You know what I'm saying? And Jez is saying we definitely getting more than 60, Bayern willing to spend the money on him. Let him go Bayern then. Don't overpay. Let him go Bayern if that is the case. And I have no qualms with that. I'm saying go negotiate from a position of power. You know what I'm saying? United at the A side, or anybody who is dealing with Spurs and Harry Kane, if Harry Kane actually wants to leave, is negotiating from a position of power. I think spending over 60 million on a player with 1 year left on his deal who wants to leave is dumb. Because then it's like, all right, one, stay with an unhappy player if you're Spurs, and two, risk losing him on a free the summer after. So that's what it is. But it's such a statement of intent to go and get Harry Kane. And he improves us. He improves the squad. He improves the first 11. He improves all the players around him. That's a fact. That is a fact. He's played under Conte. He's played under Nuno. He's played under Mourinho. And he's managed to still put up numbers, get goals, get assists, be a great foil for Son. Prime example. I'm saying, when I talk about great players making other players better, look at the impact he has on Son, and look at the impact Son has on him. Not so much this season, though. We know Son's been poor, but I'm just saying overall, while Son's been there and in Kane's career, like, them numbers don't lie. But it's not just a GNA thing, because the performances match up. Again, is there deficiencies? Yes, in regards to him not winning a trophy, missing the penalties in the World Cup. I've also said he should have won a trophy at Spurs, not a major trophy, an FA Cup or a League Cup. But all of that, like I said, 60 million for a player like that, he gives everybody a lift. Imagine the ManDem United we do after, if Harry Kane signs. I know Eddie wouldn't be happy. I'd be over the moon about that for the right price. The place would be lifted as well. Like I said, when you go and get a player of that caliber, like what happened when we signed Casemiro this season, when we got Varane, when we signed Van Persie, players like that. It don't always work out. It's working out so far with those three, but it doesn't always work out. But it just gives everyone a major, major boost. So yeah, Harry Kane at the right price, I'm with it. I don't see the downside. And then you can go and spend 30 million on what I'd said, a younger backup striker, someone who's 19 to 23, who's not as well known. Then all of a sudden we look so much better in that department. You got Harry Kane, new backup striker. Say we signed Weghorst. And then Martial maybe still here. You got Sancho, who can also play central. Rashford, who can also play central as well. So now it gives Ten Hag selection headache. I'll just name 5. And it doesn't cost a lot. Weghorst ain't going to cost a lot. The backup striker shouldn't cost a lot. And then you've got Harry Kane. What's that? 60, say it's 30 and 5. You're saying 95. You're saying getting options, all the options you need in one place for under 100 million. And the thing is, that is possible. And even if it's not Harry Kane, that striker should then be 60, 70 M's. But you lot bump up the likes as well. What are we saying? Like check. What are we on? All right, we're at 25. Big up to you lot. Let's get up to 30 likes, people. Let's get up to 30 likes. And have we got any new subscribers yet? What's going on? Let's see. Let's see. I'm just refreshing. No, we haven't. I know 3 of you lot. There's over 30 of you lot locked in. I know all of you lot have not hit the subscribe button. If you're enjoying the content and a fan of the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, get us up to 30 likes. We're too short of 30 likes as well. And also share this across the socials as well, because I know you lot who are active on socials have football fans. Let's get them involved in the conversation, people. Let's get them involved in the conversation. Let's see what's going on. Ad says, did you see Palestri yesterday in the first few minutes he was on? He put in a wonderful right-footed cross to Weghorst. Haven't seen that in a while. That's the first cross we put into Weghorst to attack, and Weghorst should have done better, but we need more of that. Big up UK Drilly. He says, big up Broski Flawless. Like the thing, people. Big up. Max 75 for Kane and him pushing it as well. Yeah, you got to push it, but I'm not with the 75 M's, but I hear you. What do I think of Vlahovic? Looks decent, but I've not seen enough of him. Daredevil says, Flawless, would you take Basuma as he's struggling at Spurs? I think Ten Hag can revitalize him and make him the player we knew at Brighton. What do you think, my friend? That's a great idea. Yes, I would definitely take Basuma. He'd probably be at a cut price as well. Definitely, I would go Basuma as a squad player. Yes, I'm a big fan of his, and he's just there dying at Spurs. So, yeah, I would take Basuma. Lanzel says, Summer, we got a big project. We need 2 strikers and 2 midfielders, as well as a backup right back and a potential goalkeeper. Oh, yeah, we got a lot. I'm saying 2 strikers. I think we need 3 midfielders. I think we need a Casemiro backup, Eriksen backup or replacement. Not to sell Eriksen, but competition for him in that place, and a 10. So that's 2 strikers. That's potentially 3 strikers, 3 midfielders, a backup right back, backup centre back, because it's looking like Maguire going to leave as well. Yeah, and a goalkeeper. So what's that? That's 3 strikers, 3 midfielders is 6, backup right back 7, centre backs 8, and a potential new goalkeepers 9. Obviously, we're not going to sign all of those things in the window, but that's how short this squad is. This squad is 10, 11 players short of where it needs to be if it's looking to compete. And when I say compete for major honors, I'm talking about last stages of the Champions League, Premier League title race, genuine title race, not this bullshit people were pushing this year. Genuine. Danny says, to be honest, I'm not saying this because I'm a Spurs fan. I think there's more chance of Kane signing a new deal this summer than going to use this summer, but I could be wrong. It could happen. We don't know. Lanzel says, Flawless, who would you want as a striker in the summer? Main striker. Ivan Toney. Lanzel goes, I agree Kane with the media spin, United back in the title talk. We need more than him, but I hear you. Big up to Mark, who says big up the ManDem as well. Big up. Let's see what you are saying. Danny says, if Kane wants to win the league title and European trophy, this ain't Teddy Sheringham days. We're not guaranteed titles anymore. If he does, he might have to put his Premier League record to the side and go abroad. It's on him. It's on him. Ad says, my issue with Kane is he's clearly got a massive mentality problem, which could also be a product of his club being Spurs, but with players like Casemiro and Varane supporting him, that could change him. It depends. If he stays, I would be like, all right, that mentality is wrong. But we've seen better players than him at Spurs fail to win them a trophy. Harry Kane is not better than Luka Modric. Harry Kane is not better than Gareth Bale. And we've seen those 2 players fail to win Spurs trophies. So I wouldn't put it all on him. Does he take accountability for it? Yes. Spurs should have won a trophy. Absolutely. But all them great players they've had have left and have had success. So yeah, that's how I'm looking at it. We're at 33 likes now. Like check 1212. Let's get up to 40 likes, people. That is the next milestone. We are 7 short, and we're still 3 short of the subscriber check. There's over 40 of you lot locked in, which is big. Continue to get your questions in. Keep them Manchester United related. But I know everybody here has not hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell on the channel as well. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule. Support further, man. The more you lot subscribe, the bigger the channel gets, and then the more content I can produce. Not only here on the YouTube and on the Twitch, I can do different content. I'm saying I can do recorded uploads plus more. So if you lot want to see the channel grow and see as much content as possible and better content, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well. We're still 5 short now of 40 likes. Flawless, what's your thoughts on the Sancho return? You think there's a lot of pressure on him? Fan base want his Dortmund form back, but can't be that straight away. I'm looking forward to his return, first and foremost. He's going to be needed because it's all hands on deck. That's why you see Palestri out there. And that's no disrespect to Palestri. I'm talking like he's a kid, same way with Garnacho. Everybody is going to play because we literally play 2 games per week, the entire month of February, the entire month of March, the entire month of April. Everybody's going to get game time. I think the fan base will get behind him. I think the fan base will get behind Jadon Sancho, and his first touch will be cheered like a goal. That's what I'm seeing. The first game he plays at Old Trafford, whether that's Reading, whether that's the Forest game, his first touch will be cheered like a goal. That place is going to erupt because everybody wants the best for him and knows how good he is. So I don't think there's pressure there from the crowd, no, especially because he's had things going on outside of football. And we don't know exactly what they are, but we know mentally he's not right. So United fans are going to back him 100%. His first goal, the place is going to erupt. His first goal, say it's the 4th goal, and United are winning 3-0, will be cheered like it was, like it's a winner in the Carabao Cup. That place is going to erupt, I'm telling you. Kali says our new owners will want to splash the cash. We need to get new owners first. Evan says, what's up, gang? Big up to Evan. Chelsea supporter said Kane should join us. Why you got Chelsea supporter, but your Avi is Manchester City? Very confusing. Very confusing. I'm confused. Daredevil says if Kane comes to us, his mentality can change with players like Casemiro and Varane around him. No, I hear that. Get me Maddis. I'm not against getting Madison. I'm not against it at all. Flawless knows Ivan Toney's a bad boy. Absolutely. Absolutely, Ivan Toney's a bad boy. Flawless, you need to get Ivan Toney in the summer if Kane signs a new deal at Spurs. Not against that. I would take Kane. I would take Ivan Toney over Kane, but that's just me. Big on my guy, Flawless. How you doing? Are you doing Red Talk with Rants today? Yes, I believe so. I've not heard from Rants today yet, but yeah, I presume it'll be 6:30, 7, because it's always Thursdays, isn't it? But Rants, you're chairman of a football club, so he mad busy. But big up, large up to my guy Rants every single time. Flawless, what's good? What's a good season this year in your opinion? Everything that's going down. So in terms of long-term objective, trophy, any trophy, whether that's the Carabao Cup, FA Cup, or Europa League, that makes the season a success. Outside of that, on the actual football pitch, being a more cohesive unit, being better defensively, being better offensively, conceding less goals, scoring more goals, individual players improving. All of those things I've just named have happened, and we're well ahead of schedule. I was saying the way we build up from the defensive third through to the middle into the final third is cold. The problem is our attack. That's where it breaks down. But the way we counter-attack and build up through play is quality. Absolute quality. So yeah, we're well on track. If we win the Carabao Cup, the season has been a success. Then it's just a question of how successful. Well, let's say we win the Carabao Cup, because we're in the final, people. Let's kill that dead. We're definitely in the final, like without doubt. So FA Cup and Europa League after that is bonuses. You know what I'm saying? And it's just about improving and Ten Hag figuring out who can stay, who can be in his first 11, who can be in his squad, and who can be sold. That's how it is. And I love how we're bouncing back after defeats. I've seen somebody tweet this. And he said, after defeats, I think it might have been Pundit J. I need to get him on. Shout out to Pundit J. Our defeats, 1 don't turn into 2. We just bounce back instantly. Disappointing game against Palace, dropping points. Disappointing game against Arsenal, losing that. All right, bounce back against Forest, 3-0, semi-final first leg, kill the game dead, kill the tie dead, we're into the final. Reading, go and do the same, go get into the FA Cup 5th round. City play Arsenal on tomorrow. So one of those two will be going out. Newcastle are already out. Chelsea are already out. There's no guarantee, even though I expect Spurs to get past Preston, that they get past them. Who's the club I'm missing? Liverpool play Brighton. That's going to be tough. Hopefully Brighton can knock them out. That opens up the draw and opens up Manchester United's route to the FA Cup. If all of the teams are gone out, like I say, Newcastle gone, Chelsea gone, City or Arsenal gone, potentially Liverpool gone, potentially Spurs gone. So yeah, like go and target that competition as well. And if we go and manage to win a domestic double or get a domestic trophy and a Europa League in Ten Hag's first season, quality, absolutely. So yeah, we're well on track. The only thing lacking right now, because we're well ahead of schedule in terms of progress on the field, is a trophy. And we can win the first one next month. It's actually a month today. It's the 26th of February, the Carabao Cup final. It'll be tough though, because Newcastle won't be easy to get past. In the summer, we need to look at a new goalkeeper as well as De Gea. Might leave in the summer, as I can see that happening. It's definitely something I think that will be addressed, whether that's now or whether that's this summer or the summer after. I believe it will be. I believe it will be addressed. Star-Lord says, am I the only one who's looking forward to the real Sancho in like 4 weeks' time? We all are, man. We're all looking forward to Sancho coming back. 100%. I am. I'm over the moon. I'm a cheer his first touch. It's just great to see him back on the bench because he could play a key role in us having success this season. A key role because we're light in attack. Our attack hasn't been good. It's the worst part in our team. Even though we scored 3 goals against Forest, it wasn't good. It wasn't good away at Arsenal. It wasn't good away at Palace either. That's what cost us, not so much the Arsenal game, but the Palace game, definitely. Definitely. Talks of signing a creative forward in the last hours of the window, or do you think it's true? Fabrizio saying you're watching Yuri Tillemans. I don't know about creative forward. We need a creative forward. Would I take Tillemans? Yes. For all his defensive deficiencies as a squad player, I like Tillemans. Do I believe there's better options out there? Yes. But Tillemans is very much an Eriksen profile, and we do not have another Eriksen profile. So if you can bring me Tillemans for cheap, I believe his contract is up. I think it's this summer or next summer. It's cheap, not a lot of wages. He's not going to demand first team football. I would take Tillemans. Yes. I'm surprised he's still there. Something's off. That's one thing I don't like. Is that when I look at teams, all the top teams, why would you not go get Yuri Tillemans? But maybe it is him not being an athlete. But again, that's why you then put a Casemiro or Onana next to him. Because I've stated this, but we'll get to that. Yusuf says, Flawless, do you think we should be challenging for the league title next year with a new owner? Are you asking about Liverpool or are you asking about Manchester United, Yasin? You got to be clear. But big up anyway. Keep your questions Manchester United related. There's over 50 of you locked in. Have we even hit the subscriber mark yet? We're only looking for 3 new subscribers, 4,945. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to be 55 or less away from 5K. No, we haven't. No new subscribers. What's the like check saying? We're still short. Come on, you lot. We're too short of 40 likes. That should be 40 likes. And that being said, I'm putting together a mod squad, people, an elite mod squad. If you're here on a regular and you want to be a moderator, let me know in the chat or hit me on Instagram. I'm putting together a squad of like 10 or 11. We're gonna go in February. I've got 3 or 4. Dennis, I know you're in the chat. Drop your @ or just DM me on Instagram. I got 3 or 4, but that's gonna be launched. So let me know, people. It's just to help pattern the chat, the likes, the subscribers, all that good stuff. Ad says, Nick says the way Man U are playing, I think a Carabao Cup, FA Cup, and top 4 is a realistic possibility. It's absolutely realistic. And if you would have said this to me at the start of the season, I would have said you're crazy. I would have said there's no way that's happening. There's no way with the squad Ten Hag's inheriting that we could win a Carabao Cup, a FA Cup, and top 4. It is legit a realistic possibility. Do I believe it happens? No. But the fact is a possibility, and I'm looking like, yeah, it could happen. Throw the Europa League in there as well. Out of the 4 competitions we're in, 3 of them are realistic. Again, will we win all 3? No, I don't believe so. But the fact I'm talking like this, I can't remember the last time Manchester United, I looked at 3 competitions and went, we can genuinely win all 3. We can genuinely win the Carabao Cup. We can genuinely win the FA Cup. We can genuinely win the Europa League. I think we get past Barcelona. Legit. I do. I think we get past Barcelona. Ad says paper thin squad is crazy light. People are saying Ten Hag got 220 million, but failed to put into context. We let go 8 or 9 first-team players in the last 12 months. Lingard, Pogba, Matic, etc. Yeah, because people just want to run bants. Like he didn't inherit a terrible squad, but hey, if they want to downplay him, that shows we doing what needs to be done. Big up to RJ in the cut as well. Loads of players we haven't even replaced yet. Cavani, Mata, and so on. Yeah, squad's way short. Our squad is way short. RJ says the commentators last night for the United game said Kane should join United. It makes sense. For all parties involved, it makes sense. It makes sense from a Harry Kane perspective. He's going to a better team that can go and challenge and win and compete for trophies and are aiming to go compete for the Premier League and the Champions League. And it makes sense for Manchester United because we need a striker. So all people involved, it makes perfect sense. Rogue says, who would Kane prefer, United or Bayern? I think he respects Spurs, so we can't score against them. I think he'll go Bayern. I don't know. I don't know, Rogue. What happens if Spurs get into the Champions League and then Bayern draw him in the Champions League? Then what? Big up to CB, who says big up as well. Steve says, thoughts on yesterday's game, Man United going to Wembley and likely to play Newcastle. The result, I can't have complaints. I said on the ManDem United before that, the day before, I said on the watch along, United need a 2-goal margin or more. That's what I was looking for. A 2-goal margin or more. It kills this game dead, makes the second leg redundant. Ten Hag can make wholesale changes, and we did that in terms of the result. In terms of the performance, it wasn't good. It was workmanlike. Weghorst was good. Weghorst, again, relies solely on service. But if you get the service into him, Weghorst will provide. Like his link-up play and his hold-up play is A1. It's A1. Absolutely. And because it looks simple, people don't give it the credit. But it's nothing worse than having a striker and the ball doesn't stick. So give Weghorst his credit. We only give him one cross to attack. The Palestri cross, he should have done better, yes. But some Manchester United, innit? Like, that's just our attack is just like, good finish though from Weghorst as well. Good finish. That's not an easy finish, and it was an important goal at the time as well. In this charger, important goal at the time as well. So I give what's it called? Give Weghorst full credit, people. Sorry, I'm just plugging in my charger. Here we go. Give Weghorst full credit. If I start moving funny, people, let me know, and I'll stop the I'll unplug the charger because sometimes that's my Wi-Fi moving funny and that. But yeah, Rashford, good goal. But other than that, didn't really offer much. And he gave away the ball for their offside goal for the Forest off when it was it Johnson? No, it was Gibbs White. Gibbs White when he scored. Oh, no, it was Surridge. Sorry, it was Surridge who scored. Anthony was decent. He was decent. We still need to see more, but he was decent. Bruno, even though he scored, was terrible. Eriksen wasn't really high as well. So when I'm looking at our offensive players, they're not doing enough. But I understand we're short in that area. So that's why I don't get too mad about it. I know Bruno's deficiencies. Anthony's do. Weghorst isn't our starting striker going forward. And Eriksen is not in the best form currently. Clubs like United should be in the Champions League every year. More Tuesday games and playing better teams, more excitement. But Europa League versus Barca will also be good. I'm guessing you're saying here, Steve. Nah, but the thing is, yes, we should be in the Champions League. But the reason why we're not is because we've been ran poorly and we're not good enough to be in the Champions League. We're not good enough. We're not. This is why I always say I don't want to be in the Champions League if you're not at worst a dark horse. I don't want to be making up the numbers and be also ran. I want to be in that competition going, all right, we're not one of the best teams, but if we get a favorable draw, we can get to a final. That's how I want to be looking at it. Star-Lord says, Kane coming to United, in my opinion. Yeah, man, well, we'll see. We'll see. Kyberson says, how can you say the performance wasn't good, bro? Because it wasn't good, in my opinion. What was good about it? You tell me, Kyberson. Don't just say it wasn't good, people. I'm all for poking holes I'm all for people disagreeing with me, but poke holes in my argument. Don't just make a statement. What was good about the performance? We were defensively good. Offensively, not so much. What did we create chances? How many clear-cut chances did we create? How many saves did Hennessy have to make? Let me know. We scored the 3 goals. Someone tell me. What did we create? Where you go, he should have scored. The Anthony chance, 1. That's it that I can think of. The Vegas chance, I wouldn't say that's clear cut. But let's say that's a good. It's not clear cut, but it's good too. Someone name me the chances we created. That's how I look at performances going forward. Defensively solid. We kept him quiet, did the business. De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Malacio, Martinez, Lindelof, Casemiro, from a defensive standpoint, did the business. But that wasn't a good performance. It was workmanlike. It wasn't bad, but workmanlike. Ethan says, big up Flawless. I respect your ball knowledge. Other than a striker, what are some of the needs you see in this United team? Hey, big up, man. I appreciate the kind words. Other than a striker, we need at least 2 strikers. I think we need another number 10. We need a Casemiro backup. We need an Eriksen profile. We need a backup right back. We need another backup centre back because Maguire will probably leave. So yeah, that's a lot of players. We're still short. Just because we're playing well and confidence is high and morale is high, this squad is still short. It's still short. Ed says, I don't know about you, but Vegas looks like he's almost too tall to head a ball. Does that make sense? Shorter players meet the ball with momentum on the jump, but Vegas doesn't have momentum. I get what you're saying, but it's like, because it's just, we don't see it often. That's what it is. Because we don't see like someone 6'6", so it's not going to look as pretty. That's what it is. It's not going to look, it's not going to look good. But we just need to get the ball into him. I'm saying provide him with service. I keep talking about Vegas. He relies solely on service. So get the ball into him. RJ says Vegas drops deep. Hold up play 2 fire. Absolutely. Daredevil says right now the first thing we have to do is earn the right to play in the Champions League by becoming a serious club. Absolutely we do. That's exactly. Let's become regulars in the Champions League again. Let's get to the latter stages of the competition again. Let's actually have back-to-back seasons, get into the knockout stages in the Champions League. That's what I would say. Right, we're 9 short of 50 likes, people. We're 9 short. We're at 41 likes. We are 9 short. We're now 8 short of 50 likes. Let's get up to 50 likes, and we're 2 short of the subscriber milestone as well. We're at 4,943. We're looking to be at 4,945. And again, if you super chat people, I will stop what I'm talking about and get straight to your question or comment. Even if it's non-Manchester United related. So if you super chat, if you want to make sure I get straight to your comment, people, you can super chat. Like, that's a surefire way to make sure I answer your question. But hit the like button, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Daddy says, Flawless says it straight, even with a 3-0 win, he sees holes in the performance, which is the best way to still be realistic about it. Yeah, I just don't look at scorelines and go, all right, we won 3-0. We played brilliant. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. We didn't play brilliant. We didn't play good. We were workmanlike. That's what we was. I don't really have an issue with that. That's not a problem. But our attackers who... in our attack was 8 out of 10 or more. I think out of our attackers, and I throw Eriksen in the mix, Eriksen, Bruno, Rashford, Anthony, Vegas. Vegas was the best. I think he was about 7. Rashford scored the goal, was bright, but wasn't really good. Anthony, again, was bright. Bruno was awful. And Eriksen was okay. But none of them were 8 out of 10 or above where I go, what a performance. Nah. Jay says, I have a feeling Arsenal beating City tomorrow. Hey, well, see, I'm just glad one of them's going out. Why do we need a backup right back? We already have Bissaka. Because Rogue, I don't think Bissaka's good enough. That's why. I don't think long-term Wan-Bissaka is good enough. The game against Arsenal showed that when he got caught for the Nketiah goal. And I know it's one mistake, but that happens far too often. Would you make Vegas a permanent signing? At the right price, yes. The right price, the right squad role, absolutely I would. Third choice. It should be third choice, second choice, then Vegas. Absolutely. He helps offensively from set pieces, helps defensively from set pieces. Great foil for other players. The ball sticks. Wouldn't cost a lot. Wouldn't be on major wages. Wouldn't kick up a fuss about not playing. And these are the type of games you can play him in a semi-final away at Nottingham Forest. All right, I'm with you. I would definitely look into Vegas as a permanent signing. And he's cheap. What would he cost? 3-4 million? Yeah. And it's somewhere we're short. I would definitely, and the manager knows him on top of that. Definitely would. Vegas' goal yesterday reminds me of one of my favorite strikers, Javier Hernandez, a fox in the box. What do you think, my friend? From what I've seen, like that finish is very reminiscent of a fox in the box. But because we've not got enough service to him in the penalty area, I am not sure. Large on Murtaza every single time. Big up Taza. I'm saying good to see members in the chat as well and see my G Murtaza. Link is in the pinned comment for the membership as well. What we saying? What's the subscriber check saying? Like check saying? We're too short of 50 likes, people. Let's get that up to 50 likes. We're too short. Big up to you lot. We running through the like milestones. The subscriber milestones are a bit slower. We're still too short, people. We're still too short. If Vegas scored 10 to 15 goals, would you keep him for another season? Yes. Even if he don't score 10 to 15 goals, I would keep him for another season. Man United need to go on a good run, especially to get third and win a trophy. Only one loss from 12 last year. We could have not predicted this. Absolutely. We don't get beat often. Last time we got beat back to back was opening day of the season and the second game of the season. I'm with this. I'm loving the progress. And it's looking like we're going to win a trophy. Carabao Cup, like I said, will be tough. Newcastle will beat Southampton. Southampton are horrific. However, I expect us at Wembley to do the business against Newcastle. Be tough, though, because they're a good side, defensively very good, and they have players who can hit you on the break. But I trust Ten Hag and the players to set up with a game plan and implement that game plan to beat Newcastle. Because Newcastle will probably give us the ball and say, break us down, and then try hit us on the break with the likes of Almiron, St. Maximum, Wilson, Willock. But I think if you give us enough of the football, we'll do enough. I think with the players we have, with your Casemiros, your Ericssons, Rashford in the form he's in, I trust these players. Our defense is very good as well with Martinez, with Varane, with De Gea. These players are very experienced. They've been here before. So I trust us to do the business. I would. I'm very confident going into that final. I'm actually trying to get a ticket, to be honest. I am. Look at this guy. When we get to 5K, the 5K stream got to be for 5 hours and have pro clips. Yo, the thing is, Taza, it's fitting it in the schedule, but I hear you. I hear you. Kane come to Manchester United, says RJ. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Again, you lot continue to get your questions in. Keep them Manchester United related. Manchester City 3, Wolves 0. Perfect example of a scoreline not reflecting the performance. Wolves gifted 2 goals with silly errors, and City struggled to make chances the whole game. Workman-like performance. Yeah, very much so. Workman-like performance. Yeah, and that's the same. Just because you win 3-0 don't mean it's a good performance. But like I say all the time, people, don't just make statements disagreeing with me. Make a statement disagreeing with me, but also tell me why. I can learn a thing or two. Help me. You know what I'm saying? And there's over 40 of you lot locked in. We're still too short of 50 likes. Get up to 50 likes, people. Get up to 50 likes. And the subscriber check as well. We're still too short on that as well. Hit the subscriber button if you are new. Hit the notification bell. Got to be on it like this. Yeah, we're still too short in each department. Now we're 1 short of 50 likes. Joseph says, 1 second, people. Bruno is annoying when he shoots, when he should pass. He passes when he should keep the ball. That's Bruno in a nutshell for you, Joseph. I've seen him getting a lot of criticism online. Rightfully so in terms of his performances. But the reason why I don't get onto Bruno and criticize him heavily, because I know this is Bruno. I understand where his level is. I understand he's going to frustrate because he's just not that good. Is he a bad player? No. Is he good enough, in my personal opinion, for where Manchester United want to go to? No. People put up goals and assists. That's all well and good. I was having this discussion on Shameless when Murtaza was talking about Bruno. And he was like, Bruno's been world class for you. I was like, never at any point has Bruno been world class. What has Bruno helped Manchester United achieve? What has he helped us achieve? People want to praise him. Goals and assists, goals and assists. Football's a team sport, people. What did the team win? Same way people criticize Kane at Spurs, myself included, for not helping Spurs win a trophy. Bruno's the same at Manchester United. Bear in mind, Kane is in a worse team. Well, he is now. Bear in mind, Kane is a better foil for his teammates as well. So yeah, with Bruno, like we know he's not good enough. We know he's not. This is why I don't really. He wasn't good against Forest, even though he scored. He wasn't good against Arsenal, and he wasn't good against Palace. Yeah, he's 2-3. He's got 2 goals in his last 3 games. But none of those games was he more than a 6 out of 10. Yesterday was probably about 4. Arsenal, non-existent, probably about a 2. And Palace, even though he scored, is probably about a 5. But yet he's 2-3. But yeah, I don't think he's played above average in any of our last 3 matches. At most, he's been average. And that's the problem. Just because you score goals doesn't mean No, Mertaza. Igal said it. My bad. Igal said it. It's because I was talking to you at the same time. Igal said it, not you. But as I was saying, yeah, just because you score goals and assists don't make you world class. Just because you get goals and assists doesn't mean you are great for a team. It doesn't mean you're a great asset and a great foil for your teammates. It doesn't mean you make your teammates better. It doesn't. We seen it yesterday. He was terrible yesterday, but he scored a goal right at the end. So it was like, all right, all hail Bruno. No, football don't work like that. It's much more than stats. It's a mix. Yes, you need to be putting up goals and assists if you are an attacker, but you also need to watch eye test people. You also need to be creating for others. You also need to be a great foil for others. And people lose sight of this and just put up goals and assists. That's all people can do. Other great attackers, people don't do that. We all rate Mbappe. Nobody puts up his goals and assists. Nobody puts up his goals and assists. Never see it. Rafael Leao, a quality player. Don't see people put up his goals and assists. Claradonna at Napoli. Not one person have I seen put up his goals and assists in the chat or on socials. And that's not a shot. That's testament to how good those players are. Now, if you're a freak like Haaland in terms of scoring goals, people are going to mention it. Benzema. Never see anyone put up his goals and assists. Vinicius Jr., the list goes on. When you are a top quality attacking player, you don't need to put up goals and assists. I've seen 90% of the greats at Manchester United in the Premier League era. I don't know their numbers. I don't know how many goals Cantona scored. I don't know how many goals Cristiano Ronaldo scored in his first stint. I know he got 42 in one season, but I don't know overall. Andy Cole, Cristiano Ronaldo, Rooney, Van Persie. The list goes on because they were quality attackers. Big up to Raymond in the cut as well. Large up to you, Raymond, every single time. Big up, big up. Good to see members in the chat. Taz is saying Milinkovic Savage next to Casemiro, or is it 2-3 years too late? He just turned 27 and is actually playing really well. I don't know about him though. He's a name who pops up a lot, but I've not watched him like that to be like, yeah, go and get him. But it's worrying that he's 27 and nobody's made the move. That's telling that nobody's been like, all right, let's go and get him. I've been hearing about this guy for the last 2-3 years now. I have a feeling Ten Hag wants to upgrade on Bruno in terms of quality as a camp, but right now his off-the-ball work is just as important for the team and is a decent captain. So Ten Hag has to play him. Yeah, currently I fully understand why Ten Hag has to play him. I get it. I'm fully aware of why Ten Hag plays Bruno Fernandes because we don't have anybody else to play in there. Our squad is short. Also, his off-the-ball work, which you mentioned as well, which is great, but off-the-ball work is because we're not a possession-based side. Once we're a possession-based side, that off-the-ball work becomes less, It becomes less important. So I want to see him get moved on. I do. Legit. And when I say moved on, I'm talking about like out of the first team. I think he can still be a squad player. But we need to improve. We need competition. Even if we were to go get another 6 and then push Bruno into that role. I'm with that. I'm fully with that. But we have bigger gaps and bigger holes to plug within the squad rather than Bruno Fernandes. But I think eventually he will be moved on. I believe so. We've gone over 50 likes. Big up to you lot. Let's go to 60 now. We're 7 short. Let's go up to 60 likes, people. Let's go up to 60 likes. Have we got another new subscriber? We still not hit the subscriber milestone yet either. What is going on? We still haven't hit. Have we hit? We're still 2 short. And we're 7 short of 60 likes as well. Yeah, RJ, I said this when I think it was the cross for Weghorst. And I said it on the watch along like that. Palestri can shift. Never knew Palestri was that quick, to be honest. Last night, it looks faster than Anthony. He looks quick. He does. Raymond says, big up to you. RJ says, defenders seem scared of Rashford. Of course, you're scared of a player in form like that. Of course. You're very wary. So that makes sense. Taza says, Rashford posted Kimmich on his story after he did his celebration and did the eyes emoji. Imagine Cass and Kimmich with Cass. Wallahi, that's unfair, says Taza. Yeah, keep dreaming, fam. We are not signing Kimmich. While I wait for some more questions to come in. Well, I would say I've seen both Arsenal and Chelsea are linked with Onana. I went to Old Trafford. Spoken about this in depth. I'll speak on it again. And there's a reason both Arsenal and Chelsea are interested. I'm not saying to bring him in as a first-team player, but as a squad player, he has everything you need. Why would you not go get Onana? He wouldn't cost a lot. He wouldn't be on big wages. He's not going to be kicking up a fuss to play first-team football. He's young. He can get better. The potential's there. And look at his profile. Physically, he has it. From a physical standpoint, he has all the attributes on the football pitch you want from a midfielder. Athletic, covers ground, strong, quick, good on the ball as well. Technically sound on the ball. Helps you defensively from set pieces. Helps you offensively from set pieces. Go and sign him. You know what I'm saying in that? 110% go and sign Onana. Don't let him go Arsenal or Chelsea. He's a perfect backup for Thomas Partey for Arsenal. Perfect. Chelsea's midfield, they just need any improvement. He's the perfect squad player for us to replace a Fred. He's a perfect backup for a Casemiro. Perfect. Perfect backup for Casemiro. Perfect backup for Thomas Partey. Perfect for Chelsea's midfield because they just need quality in there. Why are we not looking and going to sign Onana? I'd be pissed if we let him go Arsenal or Chelsea. Pissed, big miss. Played in the Premier League as well. Let me see how old he is actually. You know, actually see. It's a steal. I think it's a no-brainer. And it wouldn't cost a lot. So even if it went wrong, you're talking what? 50 M's? Talking 50 M's. Belgian, man's 21 years old. You're going to be 22 in August. To me, it's a no-brainer. Let me have a look here. Absolute no-brainer. 21. He's already played 18 league matches for Everton. He was at Lille, played 32 matches, was in Bundesliga 2 with Hamburger, and played 25 matches. Like, he's 21 years old. Absolute steal. Absolute steal. He's 6'4". I don't see. Someone tell me what the downside is. What's the downside to signing Onana? And he's going to cost these, no disrespect, he's at Everton. We've taken Everton players before. Go and sign him. Say, yo, here's 50 million. He'll kick up a fuss and want to leave. I'm not saying necessarily this window because they're battling relegation, so it will be tougher to get him. I'm saying summer. 50 M's, if they get relegated, even better because he ain't going to want to stay if they get relegated. But even if they survive, 50 M's, Everton are going to be like, all right, cool. Big fan of Onana and have been. Go sign him. We are, let's see what's what. Ad says there's a reason Ten Hag keeps pushing Bruno to the right. Before Donny got injured, he gave him a couple of games as a cam. He offers more ball security and short passing in a possession-based system. Yeah, there's a reason he pushes Bruno out to the right because we've spoken on it. It's off the ball work helps, especially when you've got a flying fullback. That's who you want, Bruno. Like, all right, go do a job. Go stop their left back from playing. Absolutely. And yo, the 60 of you lot locked in. Big up, big up. Let's get up to, and we've gone over 60 likes now. Let's go up to 70 likes, people. 9 more, 70 likes. And I know all 60 of you lot have not hit the subscribe button. If you are enjoying the Sarcasm City TV content, hit the subscribe button. We're too short. We're looking to get to 4,945. Before the stream closes out, I believe we've just been rated. I believe it's Lewis because the numbers have just jumped up again. Keep all your questions Manchester United related, but let's get up to 70 likes regardless. I know there's just under 100 of you lot. There's at least 3 of you lot who haven't subscribed. Hit the subscribe button, people. We're trying to roll to 5K before the month closes out. It's the 26th of January. We're trying to get there by the 31st, people. Hit the subscriber button. But big up. I presume Lewis is just rated. Large on my guy, Carefree Lewis. When Ahmad comes back, he's playing in the 8/10. You know he's not played on the right wing once at Sunderland. People are saying to use him in midfield like a Bernardo Silva. I think that would be genius. I think it would be genius only if our system's set. I don't want to see him playing in the midfield or in the 10 currently how we're constructed. If we got better players around him and the system's better or possession based, yes. How we are, no. I'd play him right wing. That's just me personally, though. That's just me. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Malacia. Big fan of Malacia, RJ. I agree with that. Let's see. Where did Everton get Onana? Big up Flawless. They signed him from Lille. It was Lille they signed him from. I think he's a quality player. Yes. Big up Lewis. He says, hit the subscribe button, ManDem. This is basically my second channel. Even though basically it is. I'm saying. Like Lewis has open invitation onto the channel, people, legit. So yeah, you want to see more of Carefree Lewis G, obviously subscribe to his channel. He just hit 30K, but you can see him over here as well. Taza said Ahmad doesn't have the PMP to play on the wing. I disagree. I think he has the pace. And I think as he gets older and develops physically, he can definitely improve. And I think he's quick enough and tricky enough to play out wide. I'd play him out wide. I'm a fan. And I think he makes smart enough runs as well. I think he's intelligent enough. I would play him right wing. Absolutely, I'd play him right wing. How many likes are we on, people? There's over 100 of you locked in. Let's see what's what. Over 100 of you lot. Yo, we even at 70 likes, man. Let's get up to 70 likes. Let's get up to 70 likes. 70 is what they're looking for. Have we got any new subscribers? I know some of you lot who just joined from the raid, who are still here, have not hit the subscriber button. Do that, people. Do that. And continue. Yo, get your questions in. It don't have to be on Harry Kane. Don't have to be on Diallo. Don't have to be on Onana. It might be something else. Big rest for most of our starting players for Reading and Forest second leg. I hope so. I hope so. Taza says he's not that quick. I'm a huge fan of Ahmed to the point I think I tune into Sunderland games when bored. He's going to be so good in the midfield. I hear this, but I think he's quick enough. And to play him in midfield with this team right now as constructed, I think is a poor move. I don't think that makes sense. In a possession-based team, yes. We are not a possession-based team. I would not throw in a 20-year-old kid into the midfield. I'd play him out wide. That's just me. I'd let him be back up to Anthony. He's played out wide for us before and been successful. So I'd play him out wide. He's tricky enough. He's Mahrez-esque. He's built like Mahrez, actually, ironically. I'm not saying he's as good as Mahrez, but he's built like him. His profile is very Mahrez-esque. So I'd play him out wide. Who would you say our 5 most important players are this season? Varane, Martinez, Casemiro, Rashford. I don't know the 5th. I legit don't know the 5th. That's a great question. I don't know the 5th, but they're the 4. I don't think anyone stands out. I was trying to think of a Bruno, but no. Oh, yeah, Eriksen. How can I figure Eriksen? There's the 5. My bad. I forgot Eriksen. That's the 5. Martinez, Varane, Casemiro, Eriksen, Rashford. There you go. There's your 5. How to forget Eriksen? There we go. That's what I would say. Hey, have we even hit 70 likes? What is going on? Have we? We're at 65. There's over 100 of you lot locked in. What's going on? Nonchalant? No. I wouldn't say Bruno has been more important than Rashford, Eriksen, Casemiro, Varane, or Martinez. Just my personal opinion. Just my personal opinion. So we got... I'll be real. I don't want that bottle of Kane anywhere near my club. We need to buy a young striker for the future. Example, Vlahovic or Osimhen, says Linton. I've said it before. I take Kane at the right price. Vlahovic, not seen enough of. You know what I'm saying? And that Vlahovic, I've not seen enough of. Osimhen, not watched a lot. Like his profile though. But then again, what does Ten Hag want to do? I don't know. I've not seen it, Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm clearly working, so I've not checked my 12. Kane not going to United. What did you send me? Just tell me what it is. It's important. It's obviously linked to... Well, tell me in here then. Why is it right? Kane not going to United and he wants to stay in London. Manchester is not in London. Well, Undertaker CFC, yes, Manchester is not in London. You are right. Who said Kane what reports have said that Kane wants to stay in London? Where did you hear that? I'm not even saying you're wrong. I'm just asking for a source. Same way I want the same sources of who's taking over Manchester United. Nah, London's not overrated. I like London, man. London's fine still. My second favorite place in the country. That's true, Star-Lord, though. People keep saying Osimhen, LOL, the boy is injury prone. 45 games he has missed over the last 2 seasons. That is a concern. That's why I said I like his profile, but I'm not seeing enough to say go get me Osimhen. I've not watched enough of Vlahovic to say go get me Vlahovic. I want Ivan Toney. That's my personal preference. Ivan Toney. Harry Kane at the right price. I still think we need at least 2 strikers anyway. Would Osimhen fit Ten Hag's striker profile? See, that's the thing is, Dubs. What is Ten Hag's striker profile? We don't know. Because he could want different things. Because he's a fan of Martial, but he signed Weghorst. Weghorst is not Martial. They're 2 separate ones. So I don't think it's one size fits all. I think he wants different options. So it could be Osimhen fits it, but then a Vlahovic does. But then a Toney does. Like, that's what I would say. Again, yo, what's going on, yo? I know some of you lot haven't hit the subscribe button. Are we even at 70 likes? We're still too short of 70 likes. What's going on? What's going on? Who are my 5 favorite players currently? What? At Manchester United? Lennon says Tony's a big shot. I've been saying this. Kane isn't ambitious. He's staying at Spurs. Manchester United want winners, not bottle jobs. Why is everyone convinced that Kane's staying at Spurs? Did I miss something? If the statement's too long to type, Ryan, just hit me with the short the short of it. Hit me with the title. What's the title of the whatever it is? This guy, man. It's like talking to a friggin' idiot, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, Kane for 60, 65 M's. I'm with Star-Lord. I will stand on that. Ad says Ten Hag striker profile is quite literally hollow. Osimhen is very similar to him. That's why there's been some reports linking us to Osimhen. We're going to find out because we are going to sign a striker, whether that's Kane, whether that's Osimhen, whether that's Vlahovic, whether that's Tony, or whether that's somebody else. We're going to sign a striker. We need to sign 2. I would sign 2 and Weghorst. Like, that's what I would do because our attack is so light. Our attack is so light. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Ornstein said Kane would be open to staying at Spurs. All right, we're going to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not articulate enough to sum it up in a short manner. Yeah, we know you're stupid, Fez. Starlord says Bruno, Casemiro, Martinez, Rashford, Malacia. Oh, you're talking naming these 5 players. Well, see, like I said, if Kane decides to stay at Spurs, cool. We move on. It don't change anything in my mind. It don't change anything in my world. He's not my first choice anyway. That's just a deal I look at and go, that's smart business for the right price. Ivan Toney is the striker I want. Said this for the longest, but that doesn't mean if we don't sign Ivan Toney, I'm going to be like, oh my God. Same way I want Onana. If we don't sign him, I'm going to be like, that's a miss because he's going to go Arsenal or Chelsea and improve those 2 sides. And they're 2 sides who we're going to be competing with. But yeah, go get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dalot was very important before he got injured. Absolutely. I don't know about number 11 Starlord. I don't know. So if he's cleared, we'll talk about that closer to the time. But up until this point, I don't speak on speculation. So I don't know. What I'm saying. Lyndon says, I heard Kane might be signing a new contract. Might be fake news, though, so I don't know. Yeah, man, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Who knows? Let's see. Like check. What we on? Right. We've gone over 70 likes. Big up to you lot. We've gone over the 70 likes. Right. Let's get up to 80 likes, people. We're 8 short of 80 likes. And subscribe if you're new, people. We're still 2 short of the subscriber mark. We're looking for 4,945. That being said as well, this show was supposed to be the Garden City meets ManDem United, but Jan couldn't make it. So we're going to try again at midnight. But if Jan can't make that, what I'm going to do for you lot, first ever time on the YouTube, this is how much I fuck with you lot. Fan calling show. It'll be 11:30 or midnight, people. But if Jan can't make that show, if we can't do the Manchester City, Manchester United show tonight, first time ever on the YouTube channel, Sarcasm City Sports fan calling show. So for those that haven't seen him before, we've ran him on Twitch before, but I will run the first one ever on the YouTube channel. Only 2 rules. 1, your camera must be on, face facing forward, people. And that's not because we care what you look like. We don't. Camera on, face facing forward, whether you're male, whether you're female. We don't care what you look like, people. We couldn't care less. But yeah, it's literally just for safety protocols. Secondly, when you call in, make sure you know what you want to talk about as well. Don't just call in for calling in sake, just to come and chill. Make sure you actually have something to discuss and something you want to talk about. You may want to rant about something. You may have a question for me. You may want to disagree with me on something or whatever. That's absolutely fine, people. And like I said, there'll probably be 10. You'll probably get 5-10 minutes. So yeah, if the Manchester United show doesn't go on tonight, midnight tonight, it will all, midnight tonight, fan calling show. First ever one on the YouTube, people. That's if the show with Jan City doesn't go ahead. If. No, I haven't done Red Talk. 6:30, people. 6:30 nonchalant. Rants messaged me before. 6:30, it'll be going on Rants' Twitch. Chelsea fans don't rate Onana. What's your thoughts on him? Absolute steal for whoever gets him. Smart business. If it's Chelsea, you lot need to improve your midfield. Smart business. Arsenal, perfect replacement and backup for Thomas Partey. My club, perfect replacement and backup for Casemiro. No replacement, but backup. No brainer. I think this is why I want fans as far away from my football club as possible. That's obvious. Why Chelsea fans wouldn't want Onana, I don't understand. Even if you do sign Enzo and Caicedo, who's a better backup for Caicedo than Onana? Like, it's like people want world-class backup players. They don't happen. Manchester City are an exception to the rule. Second choice and third choice players are rarely world-class. Otherwise, if they're world-class, they're going to be playing first-team football elsewhere. That's just common sense. I would take him at my football club in a heartbeat. I seen him play one time and I was like, His profile's spot on. And then when I watched him again and again, I was like, I'm going to start doing some more Everton watch-alongs as well to watch him even more closely. But I'm a fan. I'm sold. Get him to my football club. Get him to my football club. Star-Lord says, this is Kane's last chance of a big move. Pretty much so. Pretty much so. Basically, see, man could have just wrote this anyway. Basically, the supporters, trust of both our clubs, issued a joint statement wanting the government to put in stronger rules with new owners wanting to buy the clubs. They don't want owners whose primary motivations may not respect either the cultural heritage of the clubs and the values and interests of the supporters. Makes sense. Makes sense. It was Dean Jones on the Football Terrace last year said he wants to stay in London. Fair. If Kane wants to stay in London, he can stay in London. Fairs. I'm not hanging my hat on Harry Kane. Like, there's other strikers. Even if we didn't sign Ivan Toney, I'd be like, go get another striker. I'm not just bring me this player, and if it's not this player, then it's curtains. Nah, that's not me. That's not me. And we're at 73 likes, people. Still 7 short of 80. That's the next milestone. And we're still too short of the subscriber mark as well. Still too short. Let's see. Yeah. Hit the subscriber button. Our supporters trust have a place on our board. They don't want the Qatari owners. Do your supporters trust, Ryan, have impact though? How much say do they actually have in your club, the supporters trust? I'm genuinely asking. Genuinely asking. Because you told me the Qatari owners was in, fam. So let me know, people. I don't know. Does anyone else know? I don't know about supporters trust and how much impact they actually have on football clubs, whether that's Manchester United or whether that's Liverpool. Get your final few questions in. I'm going to close out the show in about 10 minutes, people. I'm going to close out the show in about 10 minutes. And yeah, are we still short on the subscriber check? What's going on, man? Let's see what the like check. You lot have been running through the like milestones. I fucks with it. But 4 short. The supporters trust act like they have a say and stuff. They don't really. All right. How come they don't want the Qatari on this? Did they say why? I'm surely, yeah. Why don't they want the Qatari owners, Ryan? And Murtaza, you right here. Dalot was very important before he was injured. Absolutely. If I could, he's 6 man. It would be Dalot. Behind the 5 I mentioned, I would put Dalot 6. Defensively, so. Like, Nketiah don't score that equalizer if Dalot's on the pitch. We don't, and that's the difference. That's why I would move on Wan-Bissaka eventually. Even though he's been in good form, I know his deficiencies. Go and get a squad player or go get somebody to compete with Dalot in that right back spot. It's all about improvements. Who's this? Ad says, what's your thoughts on Ten Hag's talent ID? People say Arteta's is better. I think that's just people fighting over imaginary trophies. If people want, I will never argue this point. If someone wants to say Arteta's talent ID is better than Ten Hag's, cool. All right. What a trophy for Arsenal. Like, that's how I really look at it. People really, it's like when I seen it was posted on Twitter and people like, oh, Pep students. And it was like a picture of Arteta, Xavi, and Vincent Kompany. All right, cool, innit? If that, you want to say Pep's great because of that, cool. I'm focused on my football club. That there with Pep doesn't help Manchester City. I'm all about my football club. That's what it is. Yeah, I'm back, people. Don't know what happened there, but I'm back. No clue. No clue what happened there. But yeah, we move. Like I said, there's 2 of me behind it. There's 1 of me behind the scenes as well. You lot make sure you lot can hear me, see me, and okay, and all that stuff. I hope so. Because even my TV is frozen. There we go. Definitely need to get better Wi-Fi. This shit just be. I need to start refreshing it before you stream and stuff like that. What's going on? This shit moving hella funny. But we're gonna close out shortly, people. Anyway. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I like Ten Hag's talent ID. His talent ID has been spot on. It's been absolutely spot on, his talent ID. No issues with it whatsoever. Zero problems with his talent ID whatsoever. Yeah. Corey Pryor says, well, I know for the Chelsea one, they own the ground, so they have an impact. I don't know about the Liverpool one, though. Yeah. Ryan, what's he saying there? They don't want Qatari owners because of the whole state-owned stuff. I think moral side of it. Right. Okay. Fairs, isn't it? Each to their own. Each to their own. All right, we're one short of 80 likes, so get that up to 80 likes before we close out. We fell short of the subscriber mark as well, but we'll be back, people. Like I said, midnight. We'll be back midnight. So it'll either be the Gyaldem City podcast meets the ManDem United podcast, which is the Manchester United show with Yan City and myself, or it will be the Sarcasm City Sports fan calling show, the first one. It'll be that. It'll be the first one on what's it called? It'll be the first one on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube, because normally it's on the Twitch. Normally it is on the Twitch. So yeah, I'm just checking everything's running smoothly. Don't forget, people, as well, the link for the membership is in the pinned comment as well. So many great perks, including how to get on the channel, people. But yeah, man, just love to everyone that's locked in. I'll be on Rance's Twitch in just over 30 minutes, people. So just over 30 minutes from now. And have we hit the 80 likes or what? What's going on? This number's jumping up and down. Let's see. Well, one shot. Get us the 80 likes, people. Get us the 80 likes. And that's it. We're going to close out. 50 of you lot locked in. I know 2 of you lot ain't hit that subscriber button as well. We're looking for 2 more before we close out. 2 more subscribers before we close out. What's going on? But yeah, all in all, I'll end the stream obviously talking about just final talking points and summary. Yeah, with Harry Kane to Manchester United, I believe it is the right move, but the right move at the right price. And the right price for me is 60, no more than 60 million. If he does indeed want to leave, he's got 1 year left on his deal. Manchester United are negotiating from a position of power. Onana to Arsenal and Chelsea, I'd be annoyed if we don't go and sign him and go get him. I think he's the perfect backup to Casemiro. As for the game yesterday, workmanlike, did the job. I said I wanted a 2-goal margin at least. It had to be at least a 2-goal margin. Went and scored 3. Killed that tie dead. Loved that. The team, it was workmanlike. It wasn't pretty, workmanlike. We're into the Carabao Cup final. Go win that. I've said this the entire season. Go and target the cup competitions, and I'm so happy that Manchester United have done that. So happy Manchester United have done that. Anything else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, we play Reading. Obviously, me and Eddie will talk about the Reading game in depth more tomorrow on ManDem United. Obviously, you get ManDem United. It's 4:30 p.m. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So we'll be discussing that. I actually want to see wholesale changes being made. I don't know if Dalot's back in training, but I'd like to see him. If Sancho is back training, I'd like to see him get minutes. Martial, if he's fit, I'd like to see him get some minutes. Palestri get minutes. Get Nacho to get minutes as well. Want to see those players get minutes. Absolutely. Mitesh says, all we need is workmanlike until we get to the final. No, I hear that. We've gone over 80 likes as well. Big up to you lot, man. Real MVPs, man. The way that you lot have been on it this month with the like check and the subscriber check is big, man. Nothing but love to you lot. Nothing but love to you lot. But yeah, we're back. Like I said, midnight will either be the Gyaldem City podcast meets the ManDem United podcast, the City United show with Yan City and myself. If it's not that, though, it will be the Sarcasm City Sports fan calling show. First one ever on the YouTube. Again, 2 rules, people, in regards to that. 2 rules. 1, I'm saying camera on, face facing forward. That's just safety protocol. So none of this, my camera's not working, I'm in the dark. Sorry, can't let you on. Secondly, make sure you know what you want to talk about. The show's all for you lot, people. Show is all for you lot. You can come on and talk about whatever you want sporting-wise, people. And come chop it up with man. Come chop it up with me. And as well, before we close out, let me not forget, shout out to the official sponsor of the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel, thelatesttrends.net. The website is www.thelatesttrends.net, but the Latest Trends is an online designer clothing store, people. And it's online designer clothes at cheaper prices. It has all of your top brands. You can see it there on the screen. Armani, Boss, D2, Fendi, Moschino, Off-Whites, Palms Angels, Stone Island, Versace. The list goes on. Make sure you check it out because some of the stock is low, people. So you need to go check it. Because like I said, it's designer clothing at affordable prices, people. They got trainers on there. You can see the Nike kicks. They've got Jordans on there as well. They got men's wear on there, females wear on there, kids wear on there as well. So make sure you check it out. It's www.thelatesttrends.net. That's right, www.thelatesttrends.net. The link is underneath in the description. And also go follow him on Instagram as well, because you should already be following me, so you can find him. It's The Latest Trends on Instagram. So go check it out, people. Go check it out. Links underneath in the description as well. Yeah, we got to 83 likes. Yeah, 2 more. Get up to 85, people. Get up to 85 before we close out. Make sure you check out the official sponsor, The Latest Trends. Could be a different sponsor coming in next month as well, people. But I know some of the stock is low on there. They will be restocking the site. But you gotta go get this shit. Gotta go get it, man. When it's designer clothing at cheaper prices, it's gonna go quick. It's gonna go quick. Like I said on there, men's wear, females wear, kids wear on there as well. So make sure you check it out. But all right, people, we are going to close out. Love to everyone that's locked in. As always, people, ManDem United podcast will be back tomorrow. So what we got coming up, I'll run through actually. So like I've already stated what's coming up tonight. Tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. back on here, the ManDem United podcast on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Myself and Eddie, I'm saying, talking all things Manchester United. So Eddie will be giving his thoughts on the Forest game. We'll be looking ahead to Reading. Obviously, with Manchester United, there's always news. And then on the Sarcasm City TV Twitch, the Manchester City versus Arsenal FA Cup watch along. That'll be live on the Twitch. Go download the Twitch app, follow the Twitch, it's Sarcasm City TV, because we're live over there on a regular. So you're not getting all Sarcasm City TV content if you're only here on the YouTube. Get over to the Twitch. So yeah, Manchester City versus Arsenal watch along. And we're back here on the YouTube, 11:30 p.m. Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. So that's Friday. And then Saturday, we have, what's going on Saturday, stack day as well. Sarcasm City TV Twitch, Preston North End versus Tottenham Hotspur. That FA Cup watch along will be going down on the Twitch. Then after that, we're flicking back to the YouTube for the Manchester United Reading watch along FA Cup. Then after that is not the returning, it's fortnightly. The ManDem United podcast meets Ballers at the Bridge, meets Talking That Tottenham Talk podcast, people. So that's the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show. So I'll be in the building representing Manchester United. Surfer and Peter will be in the building representing Chelsea. And then representing Spurs, we've got the returning Eleanor, she'll be on, and Jez will be in the building as well. And then after that, Royal Rumble on Lewis's stream. Lewis is doing, for those that like wrestling, he's doing a Royal Rumble stream. I don't watch wrestling like that, but I'm going over there to chill with the ManDem and get waved. So make sure you head over to there on that. So Saturday, stack day, people. I'm saying tomorrow's 2 streams. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow is 2 streams. Saturday, there's 3 streams. And then Sunday as well. We go again, people, on Sunday. Early start. Sarcasm City TV Twitch on the Sunday, 1:30 p.m. Brighton versus Liverpool. Brighton versus Liverpool. That FA Cup watch along. And then, of course, to end the weekend, as always, Sarcasm City Sports Q&A midnight Sunday. Stacked. All of these things, people, all of these things are on the upcoming live stream schedule, people. Yasin says, I'm begging City to win the league this year, flawless. I don't want any of them in it. Oh, yeah. Timo, I'm surprised. It means he's not here. But yeah, again, love to everyone that has locked in. Please continue to support in the way you have. Much appreciated. Much love as well. And this has been the ManDem United podcast live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.